Hello everyone, welcome to my channel in All Seasons Homestead. I'm Joanna and today we're going to go thrifting and then afterwards we're going to come back here for the thrift haul. And I believe this is my first thrift with me video, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. And I didn't find too much, but I'm very pleased with the items that I did find. So I'm going to go to one place with you today and then show you the things that I got from another place. This other place is a little too hard to record. It's just dark there. So I'll just walk you through the thrift with me portion. And also excuse my voice. I'm very under the weather. I'm just starting to feel better. And I was super excited to share with you what I found. So let's go thrifting first. Okay, so here we are at the Goodwill and we're ready to thrift. And like I said, I believe this is my very first thrift with me video. So you guys can comment below and let me know how I did. At first I was pretty laid back and I thought that I was doing a good job, but later I felt like I was getting a little rushed. These little thin cups I thought were pretty unique. They have the same pattern, but some are blue and some are red. And they had kind of a French feeling to them. And I think they were $3 each. This was a beautiful bowl, a little over $7. Almost everything that I picked up was close to $8. And I feel like that is pretty expensive. I know that I've heard other people say that Goodwill prices are rising. But when you're used to thrifting things for $1 to $3, I feel like $8 is kind of a lot. This little glass jar with a lid I thought was so cute. I kind of regret not getting it. It was less than $5, but I thought it'd be really pretty with cotton balls or maybe some candy. This was another really pretty glass piece with a lid. I'm just kind of kicking myself for not getting those, but I bet I can find them later in my own town for a lot cheaper than that. Most things I really believe were close to $8, like I said. Like this piece right here was $7.47. It was a brass candlestick. I circled that several times. And these glass fruit pieces were really unique, but they were almost $13 for each piece. And this glass or ceramic pear, I really, really loved this. I loved the style and the color, but I was not going to pay $13 just for one piece. I thought this glass bowl would be pretty for fall. It was kind of a yellowish orange color. And what is this piece called right here? Decanter, I believe. I was a little sad with the baskets because I was really wanting to find a nice, good basket. I liked the shape and size of this one, but I did end up putting it back. I just didn't really like the color. And this little wreath was actually in my cart for quite a while. I was thinking about decorating for fall with kind of blacks and creams, and I believe it was $5. But I finally put it back. I just decided against it, and then I kind of regretted it later. I wish I would have at least tried it. This little glass bowl I thought was kind of unique. It had a rose detail etched into the glass, and it was a really pretty shape. I'm not sure what that was for. And this set right here of blue and white, I can't remember the name of that. I have a piece of it in my booth, but I thought it was really pretty, but I believe they wanted $8 a piece for that. Here was another really pretty piece. Actually, it was just so beautiful, but it did have a chip on it, so I left that behind. And this little brass leaf, maybe it's not brass, I think it was metal. I kind of wanted to take that home with me, but then I forgot it. Something else must have distracted me. The Goodwill is absolutely loaded. All of the shelves and all of the aisles were very well stocked, but there really just wasn't too much that screamed at me. I thought this was kind of a cute little jewelry box. I considered asking my daughter if she would want it, but she has one that she said was her dream jewelry box, so I mean, why get another one? And then I saw these baskets down below, and I thought that wicker one would make a good trash can. And then I scanned the floral, the dried flower area. I was really hoping to find some fall stems of some kind for fall decorating, but there was really nothing pretty, nothing that looked good to me. I usually don't take too much time in the electronic area. I just pass it right on by. There was a glass boot cup that caught my eye. It reminded me of a boot cup that we had when we were little. We had some brown ones and I think a blue one, but they were plastic. And when you're a little kid drinking out of a plastic boot cup, that was pretty special. I was really looking at all of the cups too. There were some amber colored glasses and these pretty green glasses. They could have been used for fall or spring. But I think they were $3 a piece, and I didn't look at them that closely. If I'm going to buy something for my booth, I want to make sure that I could make a profit off of it, at least a little bit. And with $3 a piece, I don't think they were really worth bringing with me. This little set of white dishes with the little flowers was so sweet, so cute. They were really nice condition, but I left those behind as well. They were kind of pricey. I liked the shape of these yellow mugs. I think they were $3 a piece. I'm starting to go a little fast now. There was more people coming in and out of the aisles, and I was trying to get to one side. And I'm a really fast shopper anyway. When I go into a thrift store or a flea market, I just scan. I already know what I want and I know what I like. And I'm a fast shopper. I thought I was slowing down for you guys. I thought I was going really slow. But now looking at this footage, I can see that I'm probably still going a little fast. So you guys can just let me know. I thought that little dish set right there with the flowers was really precious. And then this is another piece that I circled around it several times, wondering if I should bring this home. It looked like a matching set with the pitcher and the bowl. And I really can't remember how much it was. Maybe $15 a piece or together. I really don't remember now. I really love this simple color and style of this bowl and gravy bowl as well. And I think it was $7.55, it looks like. Here was a precious little teapot. And then I just scanned the shelf at the top. This piece right here, I thought this was adorable for fall decor. I wish I would have brought that home with me. Tiny little salt and pepper shakers my son quickly grabbed out of my hand. And then this was a cute piece. It was the salt and pepper shaker acorns. And what's this vegetable pattern called? Is that Cornish ware or McCormick or the name has left me, but those are just all over the place, usually with no lid. But I know that sometimes those sell for pretty good money. Here is an old Pyrex bowl. It looks like I didn't even lift it up to see how much it was. I thought this little tart or casserole dish was so cute and little. This plate here, I think it was close to $15. This little cake tray, what do you call those now? Pedestal cake stands. There we go. It was milk glass pedestal cake stand, and it was so cute. But for $15, I just left it behind. I kind of regret that because it was just such a cute piece, but I didn't really need it. There were no mugs. I was really in the mood to find a really pretty fall kind of cream vintage looking mug for coffee, but there was absolutely nothing. And there was probably 3 or 4 shelves of just mugs, but nothing caught my eye and nothing really vintage. This area is all of the wooden items, little shelves, a lot of stuff left over from Hobby Lobby. Nothing caught my eye. That little flower sieve works really, really well, but I already have one. I checked this little bowl to see if it was metal or pewter or silver, and it didn't look like it. This piece right here, if I remember right, it was $5. It was a cast iron gingerbread piece. I don't know anything about it, but I regret not bringing that home and maybe putting it in my booth because I thought that would be adorable Christmas primitive decor. I don't know why I didn't bring that home, and I'm surprised a piece of cast iron would just be less than $5. I went to the linens and I was in search for some curtains, but there was absolutely nothing. I was pretty disappointed that I couldn't find any lace curtains, which usually I see lace curtains all the time, and of course when I need some, they're not there. This little suitcase was actually in my cart for a while. I had texted my daughter to see if she wanted it because she was wanting a vintage suitcase. I thought the lining was really pretty inside that, but she said no. She decided to wait. It wasn't quite what she was looking for. So the reason I came to this Goodwill an hour away from home is because I thought I had a dentist appointment and it was the wrong day. It got all mixed up. So that's why we just went to the Goodwill and then we stopped here just for a little treat. And my son ordered ice cream and I had a chicken wrap, and it's the cutest little cafe kind of bakery store. They sell cookies and bread and sandwiches and salads, and then there's a lot of things that you can take home, and it's just a cute little store. We've been here several times, so I just thought we would stop really quick to have a treat before we went home. Okay, so the items that I got from the Goodwill, I'm going to share those with you first. I found this velvet brown pumpkin. It looks like a real stem. I'm wondering if somebody made this themselves. Maybe they had a real stem and then they created the pumpkin. But I thought this was really pretty for the upcoming season. And I want to say I paid, well, actually, I think I have the receipt here. Most places that I go thrifting, I don't have a receipt. But I've only gone to the Goodwill a couple of times. And it looks like I paid $2.86 for this pumpkin. I picked this beautiful, I believe it's a gravy boat, and I paid $7.55. And for me, that's quite pricey because if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I go to flea markets and little vintage markets and I pick up things for $1, $2. So I thought that was a little pricey, especially there's no marking on the bottom. But I thought this was a really pretty piece. I think I might use this for a while. I may put it in my booth. I'm not sure. Right next to it was this bowl. And again, no marking. I think it has the same detail. And it was $7.55. So I paid a little bit more for these two items than I normally would anywhere else, but I've heard that Goodwill is pretty pricey these days. Our Goodwill is far away, so I rarely ever go there. But I thought they're two beautiful, basic, classic pieces. I got a set of 3 of these little plates. I'll show you one at a time. They're pretty similar, except one has more crazing and color to it. I almost put it back just because I thought these colors aren't really my colors. But then I really liked how delicate they felt, and I loved the crazing and the color and all of this floral detail. The more I looked at that, the more I just really, really liked it. And this one's about the same. And this one's just a little bit more white. There's not much color to this one. But I thought these would be pretty on a wall. Maybe 3 together, stacked. Actually, I believe that's all from Goodwill. I got some clothes for the kids and for myself, and that's all I got there. So now I'm going to move on to the things that I got at the market that I usually go to. First, I found this very rustic, primitive. It's a blackish brown color. I thought this would be pretty, styled all kinds of ways. Candles with florals or bottles, just all kinds of things. And since fall's coming up, I thought this was a really pretty color to work with. I grabbed this little matchbox, and I don't know anything about it. I haven't looked it up yet, but this cover right here is, it's kind of like a little mini tile. And you got the striker part on the side for the match. Still has some matches on the inside. But I'm assuming it's kind of that Holland theme. But I thought that was really, really unique, that this was kind of just like a little mini tile. I found this tiny little butter pad, and if you guys can see, it has quite a bit of crazing, and the image is very faded. The back of it is just really, really pretty. It's bigger than most butter pads I've seen, but it's still tiny and dainty. And it looks like there's a boat, a house, and a windmill on the water. If you guys can see that, it's just very, very faint. Has a really pretty faded color around the edge. And then I also found this little plate, and the butter pads that I usually sell in my booth are smaller than this one, but bigger than this one. So I was wondering, this may not even be a butter pad. This may just be for rings. It's a little bit more of a bowl shape than a plate. But it was really cute and really simple. So I grabbed those. This plate here is still kind of dirty. I mean, it was next to nothing. Probably just a few cents, because everything is just in the same box like always. And I have this set. I'm planning on selling it because I thought I was going to use it at Thanksgiving or something special, but I have enough dishes. I don't think I need it. So I just grabbed this plate to add to that collection. But I really like blue and white a lot. Okay, this item is for myself, and I'm very excited about it. It may not look like much to most people, but it's what I call a harvest basket, or herb drying basket. And I used to see these all the time, but I didn't think I needed one. And lately I've been putting some mint and just random herbs that they're not much to bundle or really harvest or take care of. It's just like handfuls of things here and there. And I put my mint and my lemon balm on a plate the other day, and it worked just fine, but I wanted some more airflow, and I just thought that this would be pretty to hang up, and then I could put just a handful of whatever herbs that I picked really quick. Most baskets I see have two handles that, are up here. These are kind of built in, if that makes sense. But I'm really excited about this. I think I paid $1 for this. And it's funny because right next to that little matchbox, there was this little thimble. And again, it has that Holland scene on it. It's so small, it's hard for me to hold and show you guys, but it's just that basic white and blue kind of ceramic. It's really hard to show you guys because it's so tiny. It's the cutest little thimble I've ever seen. Okay, next up is this plate. Paid 50 cents for it, and I have several of these. I really like them. I use them once in a while. I'll use them at Thanksgiving, or I have a couple up on the wall. So this one I may put in my hutch as a background layer piece, or I may just put it in my booth. But this one's perfect condition. I think the one I have has a chip in it, so I had to pick this one up. I love that simple detail. I really like things with just a little detail to them. I found two pretty rustic, primitive pieces. One is a flower sieve, and it has a red handle. And I've seen these on Pinterest where they'll use a red or green handled sieve, flower sieve, and they'll put a little Christmas tree in it. And I just thought it was really, really cute. And then I found another one of these, and I put this in my booth already. Um, this one does not work good like the one I found before. Somebody has already tied a cute little primitive ribbon on it, but the other one just shakes back and forth so you can get the flower out. This one's a little bit stuck, a little bit rusty, but still, I feel like that would be on Pinterest with some like little Christmas trees in them, just that primitive kind of country look. So this platter, I paid $2 for this. There's the stamp, and it's really heavy. There's so much weight to it, but I thought this plate was so cool because it's just very rustic, and it just has all this, to me, character and discoloration. There's crazing, just crazing all over the plate. I thought just because the crazing is very brown and it's very rustic, I thought it would be cool for someone's farmhouse fall decor. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe with some pine cones or a candle or on the wall. I'm not sure, but I thought it was really cool. Heavy duty, not dainty at all. Okay, I quickly saw this jar for $1, and I thought it was just like my container that I use for coffee. I have one container for my coffee beans, and then I will grind it little by little and put it in this jar. So I instantly picked this up for $1 because I love it. But then when I got home, I noticed it was not like mine. It has that Mr. Peanut guy on there, or whatever his name was. There's a peanut guy on the top and on the bottom. So I thought that was really funny. So I'll have to look this up to see why this jar is different. Okay, we're almost done with the haul already. This is a quick haul. But I found a Longaburger basket. Longaburger has the stamp right there on the bottom, and it has the plastic insert. And I did not pick this up because it's a Longaburger. I just really like the shape and the color. It's sturdy. I still haven't decided if I'm going to sell this and put it in the booth, or if I could use this for storage, because it's just a really nice shape. Thought it'd be really pretty. Kind of reminds me of a picnic basket, just more square. And then I believe this is my last item, which I call this a wicker tray. I'm not really sure what else you'd want to call it. So I'm going to use this on our coffee table and just put something pretty in it each time that I redecorate. I'm really excited about this. Actually, this is something that I've been wanting for a while, and I think I've just paid $1 for this too. I think that's it for today's thrift haul and thrift with me. So I'm really happy that you guys joined me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please remember to give me a like and subscribe and comment below, and I'll see you next time.